on! How you doing, folks? Hell yeah! Ever see something like that, huh? Fucking strong. Powerful. Oh, boy, what a day, huh? Did you have a nice day, sir? Yes. I had a nice day. I spent most of the day just slowly losing confidence in my shirt. I don't know. Son of a bitch, really? I thought I was a sexy boy when I put this on. I was like, look at me, you know, I'm a sexy guy. You know, I walked past one car window, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I can't pull this off. I can't wear velour. You can't cry on the train in velour. Nobody likes it. It's a great, thanks for coming out. Give it up for yourselves. What a crowd, beautiful crowd. I really thought I was gonna get real buff for this. That was my plan. It doesn't look like it's gonna happen. I was like, my wedding, I'm gonna be buff. I look like shit. Right now, I was like, I'm gonna be, look at this. Come on. I'm gonna do it for 45 minutes. That was my plan, but not feeling good about my body, but it's all right. I feel good about something. I started taking Lexapro recently. Anyone on this? Wow, Brooklyn, everyone's sad. Hell yeah. It's very fun. I like it. I can walk over bridges now without, without wondering what that sweet water feels like, but. It is nice. I like it. It makes me happy, but there are some downfalls. I sweat all the time. That's why I shouldn't wear velour either. It's not a breathable fabric. I also, let me ask you this, whoever said, can you come? Lexapro, can you come, ma'am? I'm pointing at you. Can you come? I'm looking right in your eyes. She's staying strong. She's not moving. God damn. Well, I can't. La-de-da. Good for you. I haven't come in 8 months. What the fuck? I'm more cum than man at this point. I don't know. Where does it go, folks? Where is it? Is it in my legs? I'm scared. I am so scared. What's gonna happen when it comes out? It's gonna be expired? I don't know, folks. My wife seems to like it quite a bit, though. Yeah. Every night I'm like, that one's for you, and this is for you, my love. I'm gonna roll up my boner and wait for the Lord to take me. Yeah, she likes it. I used to have a bit of the opposite problem. I used to come a little too fast. You ever do this, buddy? You ever pop off fast? It's cool. It's fucking cool, man. Everyone does it. The Fonz did it. Fucking Miles Davis did it, I'm sure. It's cool. And my wife, she's usually okay with it. She's very cool, but I remember the last time she was getting frustrated. She was very over it. She was mad. She was just like, you know women get that. She's like, you don't get it. You got the release. I'm all pent up. You don't get it. And I was like, listen, honey. You don't get it, all right? Because when you come early, it's not a good come. Not a great argument. Hear me out, please. I was like, when you come when you're supposed to, after your lady's been satisfied, it feels like, say you really got to go to the bathroom, you run into your house, you get in there right in time. Oh my God, what a relief. It's fantastic, right? When you come early, it's like, you put your key in the door and you shit your pants. Yeah. You're just like, oh, so close, and now everyone's gonna be upset with me. Because I don't think women understand the first part of sex, unless the guy's a monster. That's not about us. We're just up there pumping away, hoping you feel something, you know? We're just hoping and dreaming, thinking of fucked up shit, you know? And that's the part where I came. That's why my wife's, yelling at me. She's like, I didn't get the release. I didn't come. I'm like, oh, yeah? Well, I just came thinking about my grandma's chin hair. So, who had a worse night, honestly? You owe me an apology, ma'am. I can't. It's tough to make my wife come. You guys tried it? It's pretty tough, huh? Anyone ride a skateboard in 2013? You probably have. My wife only comes from, classic, like sex. Just regular old, classic American sex. And I gotta tell you, this is the weakest part of my game, folks, okay? I can't. I've been working on finger stuff, tongue stuff for years. Off the table. I can't. What the fuck? It's like telling Steph Curry he can only dunk. I can't hang with the big boys in the paint. I developed the perimeter game, you know? It's fucked up, man. But it's tough. I don't know. I feel like, for my wife to come, the lighting needs to be right. There needs to be sconces on the wall. The tide needs to be low. I don't fucking know what's going on. It's a whole thing. I feel like men, we can compartmentalize a little more. You know, you're like, I don't care what's going on. I'm focused on this. Like I was recently watching pornography. I'm a double. Thank you. Pretty cool guy. And I was masturbating. It'd be weirder if I wasn't. You know, I was just on the bus. Like, you guys see this one? It's awesome. Look at that. Hold on. Wait. Shut up. Look at that. Hell yeah. That ain't CGI. That's real, bro. You know. I didn't do that. But I was watching this and I was getting to business and I got a text on the top of my phone from my sister. It gets so much worse, folks. It said, Mom's in the hospital. I was like, well, I will do that in a moment. Kind of got a lot going on right now. She'd want me to come. The old lady want me to come, I think. She loves her son. She wants him to fucking come. But we've been trying to keep it sexy. My wife walked in the room the other day and she was like, I shaved. Just kind of a weird way to present it on her part, I think. Just like the grand opening of a mall. She was like, I shaved and... Listen, folks. I don't care about pubic hair, big old bush, shave it down. I'm just happy to be there, folks. You know? But I felt like this put me in a bit of a pickle. I felt like there was no positive way I could react to this. You know? Like she couldn't come in and be like, I shaved, and I was like, fucking, yeah! Woo! Finally, get that shit out of here! Fucking gross, your body's gross. And I also can be like, no. I married a woman, not a girl. You put that back. You go in the trash, you put that back. So I tried to find a middle ground. I just went, hey, look at that. She also wasn't happy. It was a sting operation. What the fuck, man? As I said, I don't care about pubic hair. The only time it's a little weird is, when it's freshly shaved and it grows back a little bit. And then when you're making love, it just feels like getting an angry blowjob from your dad. You guys know what I'm talking about? Like you just walked in after a long day at work. It's like, God damn it, Casey! I told you to pick up these roller skates! You know what happens now. Pull them down. You gotta learn. You like that one, buddy? I keep thinking my drink is here and it's a fox. He's a cute little, I love you, thank you. He's a cute boy. No, but we have been trying to keep it sexy and spicy. We set up a little role-playing situation recently. I was like, how about we meet at a bar near our house? We pretend we're in town on work. We don't know each other, and we see what happens. She said, okay. So we set this up. And I forgot when I set this whole thing up. I was terrible at picking up women when I was single. And I'm just a horrible planner. So this is destined to go wrong. I got to the bar first, and she comes in. I see her go to the bar, and I'm like, all right, here's my chance. I sidle on up, and I lean to the bar, and I go, howdy. It's already fucking blew it. Already blew it. I've never said howdy in my life. It's the goddamn rain. Howdy, ma'am. She's like, oh, hi, how you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm pretty good, just in town on work. She's like, oh, what do you do for a living? I was like, I did not think of that. Fuck, I did not think of, I had one thing to think of, and I didn't have it. And in my head, I was like, what's a man's job? What's a job a cool man would have? And then I swear to God, I said the first thing that popped in my head, I go, I'm an astronaut. I could see all the hope drain from her eyes that this was gonna be fun or sexy at all. She was pissed. She knows I don't know about space. She's like, oh, really? You're an astronaut? She's like, what'd you do at work today, Mr. Astronaut? Like, you know, just space stuff. Looked at the moon through that tube thing. You've seen it. Shined our helmets. Anyway. Enough about me. What do you do for a living? She was like, I'm a teacher. I'm like, fuck, teacher. That's so much easier. Why'd you say teacher? And then I was trying to think. I was like, what's a cool fact to know about teachers? What's a cool... I was like, oh, yeah, I got it. I was like, so, they still doing No Child Left Behind, or... That was more of a Bush era thing, huh? She was like, you know, I gotta be early. I'm gonna hit the hay. So, go shine your helmet by yourself. But I do know some things about space, folks. I know, the one thing I know about space is that Neil Armstrong is dead. Did you guys hear about this? It happened about 15 years ago, I think. And it's sad. It's sad because they buried him here on the Earth. Like a fucking schmuck, like all of us. Like all us losers. He's a hero. He should have been buried on the damn moon. That's the place he made famous. Get him up there. Get him and his buddies up there, have a nice little funeral. They try to do an open casket, you know? Someone's giving, he's like, well, he was a great American, and he was a, whoop, there he goes. And he's just like, well, he's a good man, and great. He's caught on a star. Randy, get the stick. Get him off the star. See, I don't know a lot about space, just the Neil Armstrong thing. What else is going on? My wife is a squirter. Pretty cool. I haven't seen it, but some kids in the neighborhood are talking about it, so it seems legit. They're usually trustworthy. Just a joke, but my wife, you know, she lived a hell of a life before me. I was a prude little boy. She was getting after it. You know what I'm saying? She'll tell me stories about her past, and I don't want to hear them, but you got to react. You can't seem insecure. You got to seem tough. So I'll find myself reacting to stories. I'll be like, oh, that's interesting. Honey, that's great. How do you do coke off a dick? Exactly. Yo, it's got to be like big and thick. Yeah. Big, thicky. That'll do it. Well, they answer my questions. Great talk, honey. But, you know, I am afraid of her. I don't know what it is. A scary woman just gets me spicy. A woman yelling at me, I'm like, yeah, I deserve it. Hit me. I'm afraid sometimes she's going to look at my porn history. And not because she cares I watch porn. That's something off her plate. But it's just... my categories, I wish my categories were cool, like you guys. What do you look at, my fucking stepmom stuck in a dryer or whatever? What are you looking at? I'm whipping batteries on my sister. What are you guys looking at? When I look at porn, I'm like, all right, here we go. How about nice sex? Huh? They're doing it. Gentle kissing. That's what I like. And that's not hot. No one wants to see that. No wife wants to look in their husband's search history and see in love for real. Here's how boring I am. I look for porn stars that look like my wife. She does not think it's cute or sweet at all. But I don't know, the internet's just like, hey, buddy, you can have whatever you want. Come on in. I'm like, this lady in my house is pretty cool, but she's not speaking to me at the moment, so gotta look elsewhere. It's hard to find specific people in porn. I'm sure you all have tried. There's only so many attributes you can type in. Like my wife, she's got big old taters, boy. You know what I'm saying? Big old taters, big old ding-dong, grill them up, breakfast is ready, taters, boy. I'm talking, they are heavy, and I love it. She's got back problems. So I typed big tits, pretty popular category. She's also got bangs, and I don't know if you're type bangs in the Pornhub. They don't think it's hair, folks. They don't think you mean hair. I'm like, bangs. They're like, brother, you came to the right place, sir. You're not gonna leave everyone's banging here. Come on. I'm like, no, bangs, hair. They're like, all right, here we go. We got 3 videos of a guy banging a bag of hair. So he fucks it, comes in, throws it everywhere. You're gonna love it, buddy. I'm like, no, bangs, haircut. They're like, I know what you want, dude. We've been very accommodating. Just apologize to her. I won't do it. I don't take advice from Pornhub. But I do like big titties. Pretty cool. Pretty cool liking titties, you know? I'm a titty guy, but it is weird. We're in an ass guy culture right now. I feel like as a titty guy, you feel like a child, you know? Like you don't understand. I'm just a little, I like titties, look at me, you know? Real men like asses. It's not right. I just like titties. But it's weird. We were talking about this with some of my friends, and we all said what we were. And my one buddy goes, I'm a pussy guy. You like just the pussy, that's it. Just clever. You see it, he's like, I see a hot lady walking down the street. I'm like, oh, God, I can't wait to see that clitoral hood. That labia majora is probably sweet. I can't, just a close-up, I don't understand. Listen, pussy's great, folks. We all love it. But I like it in context, you know? With the rest of the body, it's a whole thing. You know, it's like, I like ranch dressing. I'm like a drink out of the bottle, you know what I'm saying? You need the salad. But I don't even know why I like titties so. It's very frustrating. Every time I see titties, my brain's like, I never have. I was like, oh my God, did you know these things are out here? It doesn't make any sense, because I don't know what. I get so excited to see them. Like, all right, I've been thinking about this all day. Here we go. Gonna let them out. And there they are. What do we do now? Give them a little smooch, smack them around like a cat? I don't fucking know. There's not much you can do. You can titty fuck, sure, but that's like a funny bit between you two, you know? That's not a main event. That's a fun joke between lovers. I don't know. I've been thinking about dicks a lot. Because I watched this show, Naked Attraction, on HBO. Did you guys see this? So it's a dating show where everyone's naked. So the contestant comes out naked, and then they have, like, everyone's behind a door, and it reveals, like, dick, torso, head. Or pussy, and it's not fair, because the pussies all look the same, you know, unless you crack them open. It's all the same stuff. But dicks are, you know, and the guys, when they pick the lady, they're like, oh, she has a fun personality. I liked her hair. The women, every time, the biggest cock, no matter what. These guys were pieces of shit. One guy had fucking cornrows, a white guy. He just had a big cock. And I'm like, that's all women want. I don't understand. And listen, big dick guys haven't done a goddamn thing for the society. Let me tell you that, folks. They're fucking worthless, all right? Little dick guys built this city, okay? They built the infrastructure, the way of running water, okay? They're scared. Big dick guys, mine is slightly above average. I need to say that. So we're right in the middle. We're right in the middle. Let's talk about therapy. You guys in therapy? Yeah, I'm in therapy. It doesn't do shit. I hate it. I don't know. Clearly I don't have a problem, you know, saying my secrets to people. I mean, screaming about cum and titties to you people. They don't ever, I want answers. I'm like, tell me what to do to fix it. Like I was talking to my therapist last week, and I told her this long, sad story, and it ended, and she's just staring at me. And I'm staring at her. And I was like, what do you think about that? She's like, what do you think about that? I'm like, do you work here? What the fuck's happening? Am I in the janitor's closet? What are you doing? But they recently diagnosed me with ADD and OCD. Huh? Pretty cool. All the letters, baby. All the letters. OPP, that's terminal. They don't mean, no, just joking. But I don't, it's weird. You know, it's what hell it is having ADD and OCD. You know what it is like when you leave the house and you think you left the oven on and half the time you fucking did? You know what that's like? It's a nightmare. I can't trust anything. I don't even use the oven. I just like looking at the numbers spin around. Like, eh? Goes to 10, 10, 10, 10. Pretty good. Oh, 10's all aboard. 10's across the board. Fucking family burns to death. It's not right. But my wife and I, we did go to couples therapy, and I found that much more useful and helpful. We learned our love languages. You guys should know your love languages, I'm sure. We found out my love languages are affection and words of affirmation. Huh? Like a normal human. Pretty cool. Just give me a smooch, tell me I look good, I'm on my way. My wife's is acts of service. And this is fucking bullshit, okay? What the acts of service? That's not love, that's free manual labor, folks. What the learn what love is. Jesus, just love another person. I'm like, how you doing, honey? She's like, build a fence, look right out there. Like, what the we don't have a yard, I'm scared. I was like, all right, imagine you're all like little kids and I was giving you a quiz on what love is. All right, and I was like, all right, kids, here we go. I'm gonna give you two options. The first picture, this is a couple hugging and kissing. Isn't that nice? And then on the second picture, we got a guy digging a hole. Which one's love? It's the kissing, folks. It was her birthday recently. I went to Sephora to get her some presents. And I don't know what I'm doing there. I was like, excuse me, it's my wife's birthday. Can you help me out? And the lady said, what are her problem areas? Boy. What a question. Boys, do not answer this question, okay? I should have been like, she's got no problem areas. She's an angel. And stormed out. But instead, I was like, I don't know, her cheeks get kind of crusty. Her lips are hard and they're fucked up. It's like her hair's really brittle. I'm like, what the fuck am I saying about my beautiful wife? You trapped me into saying this. I'm just like, she just generally like looks like shit. What do you got for that? She can't be outside. There's no let her outside. There's an ordinance. But yes, it is true. She's mad at me all the time for not having money. And yeah, I don't have money, sure. Who has it? Not me. But to be fair, when she met me, I was homeless. So it's kind of her fault, right? It's kind of on her. It's not my fucking fault you dated a homeless guy, okay? Don't be mad at me. I was very upfront about my financial situation, ma'am. It's pretty cool, though. Fuck my way into a house. That's pretty cool. Everyone ever do that? Huh? Ladies, you ever been fucked like the guy might have to sleep in the rain? It's a good time. I'm so glad not to be single. It's a nightmare. Just watching people flirt, it's fucking disgusting. I can't. Never again. There's I'm like, what? Talk to each other like people. What are you doing? Get out of my way. I got to shit. Get out of the bathroom. It's fucking embarrassing, man. I can't. I love this is a legal reason I don't have to talk to a stranger ever again. I love it. No one, lady, she's like, look at my baby pics. I'm like, whoops, sorry, I'm married again. Can't be looking at other babies. Sorry, ma'am. Don't want to hear about that. Yeah, I'm glad not be dating. Because women are just very disrespectful to me, I found. I've had a lot of just random women saying disrespectful things in public all the time. I went to buy a coffee the other day. The lady goes, you look like a hot 40-year-old or a weathered 16-year-old. I'm like, thank you very much. What the fuck? I don't want to talk at all, and you're insulting me. You look like a bitch, okay? I can't. This is what I went to a bar recently, and I went up to get a beer, and there were these two girls next to me. And I heard one say to the other, she goes, oh, is that your boyfriend? And I was like, oh, me, Mr. Boyfriend, still got it, you know? And the other girl turns to look at me and she goes, ew, no, my boyfriend's hot. I was like, all right, well, I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna head out. I just walked in to get up here. They're like, you're ugly. I'm like, all right, I'll go home. I don't want to bum everyone out with my face. I'm just happy to be in a committed marriage, and in Brooklyn, I feel like a fucking old-timey preacher, you know? I'm just married to one woman. I feel like I'm like, sex is for the devil, you know? I can't. It's very weird. All our friends are poly, fucking and sucking each other. No, thank you, okay? I want to have sex with one woman occasionally until I die. I can't be poly. I don't like when my friends have other friends. I can't handle you. I'm like, oh, who's Jake? Oh, bet you have fun. Bet he's got a huge cock. I just couldn't imagine it, man. I remember when it was rough. I was on the apps. I was on Tinder, and I never knew what to say to women. I would just be like, say the first thing that pops in your head. Just put it out there. It doesn't matter what it is. And that's a horrible idea. Because I think very stupid things all the time. So I remember when I was like, whatever pops in first. And I typed in, I said, oh no, my foot's stuck in a jar. And she didn't respond. Why would somebody respond to that? And then the next day, I went back. I was like, I'll get her. I said, well, it's out. And then the next day, no response. I go, oh no, it's back in. So I wasn't getting a lot of traction on there, but I wish it was the old days where you just found love. Like I was doing this show in upstate New York, and the crowd was about 80, so they didn't understand any of my jokes. And I was talking about Tinder, and then I asked this old couple in the front row, I was like, where'd you guys meet? And he goes, a cornfield. All right, a simpler time. You just wander out in the field, and there's a lady there that loves you. I was terrible. This is the thing. I'd go out dancing with my friends, and we would dance so hard, we would not focus on any women at all. It would just be us in the corner fucking grooving, you know? I don't want a lady grinding, fucking getting my flow. You can't dance, lady. Get your ass off me. But I remember this one time, we were all dancing, and this lady was like kind of dancing near me, and I was like, how about this? It's happening, boys. It's happening. And I got so excited. This is around the time that that Robin video was very big, remember? Where she's dancing around. What was it called? Great. Dancing on my own. Thank you. That was it. So I was like, I'm going to impress this lady. I was like, all right. So I was going hard, and I did it. And then all of a sudden, I did the Robin roll. I did one of these. And then I got up, and she was gone. She was gone. And there's an old lady. I didn't see her, but I don't know where she came from. She goes, she just wanted to dance with you. I was like, Jesus Christ. I did realize the only reason any woman ever liked me is because I'm tall. And it's such a dumb reason to like someone like, ladies' bones are long, huh? It's like three shitty guys on top of each other. Huh? I like that. I got to pay all their rent. Here's the thing is I didn't even earn being tall. I have a pituitary gland issue. That means I'm gonna grow all the time till I'm dead. Huh? Pretty fucking cool, right? I remember I was getting all these tests. I went to the doctor, and he comes in. He's like, all right. He's like, you got lazy sperm. I was like, I don't think that's a medical term, is it? Lazy. He's like, it's lazy as hell. Look, usually wiggles around. It was just sitting there. Why is it in your hand? You know? But he said, I have lazy sperm, and he said, you're gonna grow forever until you're dead. And then I said, all right, doc, let me get this straight. I can't get chicks pregnant, and I'm just gonna keep getting taller. And I was like, what do they call this? Pussy Slayer disease? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dog. Come on. Woo! Hell yeah. It's like, what are the other Simpsons? The leather jacket and a Camaro? He said, no, you're gonna die young. I was like, okay. Pretty cool. So I like being tall, you know, I can see over high grass. And see oncoming predators, it's nice. Well, I feel like sometimes I give off more intimidating presence than I mean to. Like I was recently in a packed subway and we all got off on the platform and I accidentally got between this girl and her friend. And the one in front of me turned to look for the one behind her and she saw me. And I meant to be like, oh, I'm sorry, man. I mean, to get between you, she's right back there. But what I said was, I'm not your friend. Very tense walk to the stairs after that. I feel like a little guy. I'm like, I'm your friend. It's friend right there. It's here, you know? For me, it's like, your friend is gone. And you're next. Get this bag. I had a big bag. Get in the bag. But, you know, I've been thinking about trans people lately. I'm sure you'll want to hear what a white comedian has to say about trans people. Or non-binary people. No, I think it's very brave to tell people what you want to be referred to as and, you know, stick up for yourself. And I liked it a lot because I couldn't do that at all. My name's Casey. My college roommate called me Jason for a year. I didn't correct them once, okay? Because I mumble. I was like, hey, I'm Jason. And he's like, Jason. And then it got to the point where it was like 4 months in. I'm like, it'd be weird if I corrected him now, you know? And actually, he's like, why didn't you say it earlier? I was like hiding my mail. I didn't want this guy to find out. So I think you're very brave. But I can't. I've never had good situations with doctors. I don't trust. My doctor now is this old Polak in Greenpoint. I'm Polish. I can say Polak, okay? I didn't know that was a slur until 6th grade when I got in trouble. My whole Polish family calls them Polacks. We're dumb people. And this guy, I don't know what the hell's, he's got a white ponytail, he wears jeans, it's in a van, I don't know what the fuck's going on. But he does all these tests on me. One time he measured my balls. He took out it looked like anal beads. It was a big wooden medieval tool with like a big ball and little, and he just he goes, yeah. And then he packed it up, didn't say a word about it. Just for his personal files. So he does shit like that, and then I went to him because I've got to pee all the time, you know? I'm gonna piss my pants right now. I've got to pee while I'm peeing. I don't know, I'm like, there's another one in there, no one backloaded. And I was talking to him, I was like, I think I need my prostate checked. There's an issue, and he goes, no, not to the 40, not to the 40. And I was like, sir, I can feel it throbbing. I'm telling you, there's something wrong with it. He's like, no, not to the 40. There's only so many times you can beg an old Polish man to finger your asshole. You just have to take no for an answer. I couldn't be there all day like, get in there, come on. He didn't like that. He said, why are you so gross? Huh? You're a cute boy. What's your name? Richard. He said Richard. You didn't hear him. This is very distracting, but I can't. He's beautiful. He's a beautiful guy. But even with the lazy sperm, my wife and I, we're trying to have kids. She's got an IUD in right now. Anyone else got an IUD? Hell yeah. Take them out, twist them around, ladies. Spin them like a helicopter. Hell yeah. She got hers misinstalled. I think she got AutoZone or something. I don't know what's going on. It's listen, I could feel it on the tip of my penis sometimes. And listen, I'm not bragging. I should not be coming near this thing. There should be plenty of room for the two of us. And I'm bumping up. It feels like a very taut guitar string. You know? We really get after it. It sounds like fucking Stairway to Heaven. I'll tell you what. You know, you love it. My wife doesn't like the joke. Mostly because of the music. She doesn't like my music. We've got very different tastes in music. I like classic rock or anything your dad listens to. Or is on at the grocery store. That's my shit. And my wife likes rap, hip hop. You know, it's way cooler. Her stuff is way cooler. I feel bad. Like her music's about like money and partying and fucking. My music's about like the wind. Like writing a letter to your father. I don't know. It's not sexy stuff. We grew up very differently. I remember we talked about the first posters we had in a room of the opposite gender. Her first poster was Eminem. Wow, bad boy, sexy. My first photo was a cast picture from Dawson's Creek. Because I wanted just Katie Holmes, but I felt too forward. I was like, no, Katie. Nothing weird, Katie. The whole gang's coming. Bass will be there. Don't you worry. She was in a sun hat. I was like, that's my dream, a sun hat. But yeah, I'm glad she has to be the mom of our babies. I know it's not fair, but I'm going to take advantage of it. It seems hard. It seems hard being a mom. I couldn't be a mom. I've locked myself in a hot car. So, you know. I don't think it'd be mother of the year. I'd be down there like, what the hell? It's electric! Someone call the fire department. But we're going to have a gay son. Thank you. It's already been decided. She's going to send him to a camp or something. If he's not. And I got to be honest, I'm a little concerned about it. And it's not for homophobic reasons. I just don't need another person in the house bullying me, you know? I don't know if you guys are friends with gay men. They're very mean. They hurt your feelings. My straight friends can't hurt my feelings. They're fucking, quote, wedding crashers, punch me in the arm. My gay friends get into my soul. I don't need that from my son. I don't need that. I'm just like, hey, here, eat your broccoli. Come on. What's that? Oh, he's speaking, honey. What's he say? What? I have a normal amount of buccal fat, sir. Who taught you? What the fuck? What's this kid talking about? Fuck you, all right? These are nice pants. People wear these pants. This fucking gay kid in my house, I fucking hate him. I love watching dudes fight. That's another thing I like a lot. It pumps me up. I don't like to fight at all. I'm very scared. I watch all these fight videos. I'm like, hey, I'm going to get knocked out and drowned in a puddle. Everyone's dancing around me. I don't need that. I hate it. My favorite kind of fight to watch is when two dudes clearly don't want to fight, but they can't back down, you know? It's so fucking exciting. I saw this the other day at CVS at 11 a.m. There were two guys yelling at each other. The one guy was yelling at the other. He was going, suck my fucking dick! Suck my dick, asshole! And the other guy was going, well, pull it out! Pull it out, motherfuckers! I was like, suck my dick! Pull it out! I'm like, where's this? I'm gonna go. I was like, which warrior will yield first? And he's like, suck my fucking dick! Well, pull it out! I was like, well, it's out! Well, did not foresee this, I gotta be honest. Kind of speaking metaphorically, but it's too late now. You said, all right, you like that? You like that, you piece of shit? Huh? You like that? He's like, spit on it a little bit, you motherfucker. This fucking guy can't suck a dick, you piece of shit. They went on forever. They got a house together. It was beautiful. But I should be a fighter. My dad was a big fighter. He's been in jail a bunch. He's got no knuckles. And I don't think he passed any of those genes down to me. I don't understand what happened. I told him this story once, because I remember I was dancing in college, as I did every night. And there was this girl started dancing in here, man. I was like, yeah, pretty cool. And then this little fella comes up right here, and he goes, why are you dancing with this F word, you know? What I'm saying? Faggot. He called me a faggot. I don't want to say it, but I don't know how. And all my friends hulked up behind me, getting ready, and I was like, no. I was like, listen, sir, I'm sure, I don't know what your relationship with this woman is, and I'm sure maybe it hurt you seeing this. So, you know, and I talked to them all night, and by the end of the night, he was weeping in my arms. I carried him out. He was like, I don't know why I'm like this. I'm like, it's all right, buddy, we all got problems. And I saw my dad the next day. I told him this, and he goes, I would have broken his fucking fingers. I was like, what the fuck? What is that gonna teach him, Dad? He didn't teach me anything about being a man or being strong. I remember I would have to pick up little things when I visit him about being a man. Like I remember one time I was walking past the bathroom and I heard him peeing. And it was the strongest scream I've ever heard in my life. It's like a fucking waterfall. I was like, wow, look at that. That's it. I'm like, that's how a man pees right there. That's it. So I went home. I swear to God, this is true. I filled up 8 glasses of water. And I called my crush. And the entire time I was on the phone with her, I was just pouring the water into the toilet. I swear to fucking God. I thought this was gonna work. I don't know. I thought she'd call her friends, be like, oh my God, I just thought to Casey, he was pissing the whole time. It was so strong. He's got an issue. He's got some kind of issue. I don't know. I'm gonna suck his dick. It's fucked up, man. But I've had a lot of experiences. I've had a lot of fucked up experiences. I remember when I was a little kid, I was very stupid, as I am now, and I remember I had this little Beetlejuice action figure with the removable heads that were made little cups, and for some reason there was one on the ground full of liquid, and I was like, let's drink this, huh? Without a thought, liquid on the ground, toss it back. And I got it in my mouth, and I immediately realized it was dog pee. I don't know how, but you know. When you know, you know. And I ran down to my mom. I was like, Mom, I have dog pee in my mouth. She's like, what did she say? I said, I have dog pee in my mouth. And she's like, well, spit it out. I was like, oh, yeah, come on. Spit it out. That's a great idea. You're smart. You're smart, Mom. You know, I would have never thought it. You're not only beautiful, but you're a smart woman. And, you know, you're going to find a man someday that's going to... What were we talking about? Oh, the pee. I got pee in my mouth. Yeah, sure. I'm sure nobody wants to hear about the quarantine, but I got a few jokes about it, so shut the fuck up. But... quarantine, it was a big time for everybody, you know. I learned a lot of stuff about myself. I thought my dream was to do stand-up comedy, and I learned that my dream is to be bedridden. It was the best 3 years of my life. I fucking didn't move. It was so fucking cool. I loved it. And I watched every piece of media ever made, every movie, TV show. Glass door fails on YouTube. Look that up. I don't know why you're here. It's people walk through glass doors on YouTube. I watched a lot of movies where they were putting an old person into a home. I didn't look them up. It just happened, you know? And the old person's movie is always like, no, I will not go in. I will not. I'm like, why the fuck not, dude? I will go in a home tonight. Call an ambulance. That's all I want. Eating pudding, sleeping, doing puzzles. I would have the fucking time of my life. I'd be snorting Lipitor off the toilets. Dancing around with the old women. I'd fucking love it. But we were drinking a lot, really getting after it, really boozing. We're a good time, me and the lady. It got to the point, I remember at first we're saying like, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, you know, as a joke. And then a few months in, we're like, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Check the world clock. In Dubai? All right, we can drink. We'll drink for them. But I love booze. They're very fun. You know, booze are fun. I call booze they. All the booze. It's very fun. I love coming home drunk to my wife. That's one of my favorite activities. I think she loves it too. It's a fun little game we play. So I'll come home and I'll be like, I'll try to pretend I'm not drunk and I'll go way too hard. I don't know if anyone does. I'll be like stumbling up the stairs and fumbling with the keys and she's like, how's your night? I'm like, what an evening it was! The moon was on high, sparkling like a diamond. What a town. She's like, you're hammered, aren't you? I'm like, indubitably, yeah. I shall now make a sandwich in the bathtub. Good day to you. I love going out drinking with my dumbass friends because they're so stupid. They always blame the liquor on what they did, you know? It's always like, oh, you can't let me have it. I'm like, no, you're an asshole, Jerry. That's the problem. I love when dudes act like different liquors affect them differently. He's like, bro, you gave me tequila, bro. Not my fault, all right? Not my fault I burned down a children's hospital. I had tequila. And I'm not like that at all. The only thing that affects me differently is if I have white wine, I will cry. Every time, weeping. My friends are like, bro, I got Jaeger, that's why I fought my mom, you know? I'm like, I had 3 Chardonnays and I ruined the dinner party, okay? I cried in my endive salad, nobody enjoyed it. We watched every murder show. My wife loves murder. That's what I know. It's a big thing with white women these days. Just like, kill everybody, make documentaries. I need bodies. We watched all these, and we watched this one recently about the Atlanta child murders. If you know what this is, a bunch of kids were murdered in Atlanta in the 70s. I'll try to make this funny, I promise. And they thought they had the culprit of this crime because they found this man's semen at one of the burial sites. But it turns out, this fella was just beaten off in the woods. Nothing to do with the murders. Just living his life. And I stood up off the couch, and I was like, honey, I've never related to a man more, I gotta tell you. I'm like, that's something I would do. That's a wacky situation I get caught up in, right? Because we all beat off in the woods, right, boys? Come on. Come on. That's what the woods are there for. I love this old man clapping. Hell yeah. He invented beating off in the woods. He's like, you stand by a tree, you grab your dick, and that's pretty much it, you know? We all love beating, you know, you're driving your car like, this baby ain't gonna wait. I can't show up to dinner like this. But then you masturbate in the woods. Afterwards, you're like, well, that wasn't my finest moment. Yikes. You're like, well, I'm gonna go home to my family and forget this happened. But this guy, this poor motherfucker, went home to his wife and baby, and then in the dead of night, the police came and ripped him out of his house. He must have been like, this went much further than I expected, gentlemen. I didn't know. I thought maybe I'd get a fine. How did you find out? That is the most embarrassing thing I can imagine. I would be so mortified. I would just black out. I would say yes to any crime. They'd be like, well, Mr. Salengo, what were you doing in the woods earlier at night? Listen, boys, I did it, okay? I did it, and it was weird, and I'm sorry. You're like, you sorry, you piece of shit? You're sorry? Like, how'd you do it, huh? I'm like, you know, normal. Just like with my hand, you know. You're like, with your bare hands, you motherfucker. You son of a... They're like, how can you sleep in after killing that many kids? I'm like, well, that's a pretty conservative way to look at it, but, you know. When does life begin? I love you all dearly. You're my angels, and thank you for coming.